All right, VJ, thanks for joining us. We're going to start with Rob Lewis and then Mike Wilson.
Well, VJ, just, kind of in general, and I know the crowd stuff was different, but just what was it like being out there with your teammates after practicing with them for a year without being able to play?
The emotions and everything that I was going through before the game I can't even describe it. Sitting out and watching for a whole year was tough, and just to be out there with the guys and talk and laugh and play hard and just feel like I'm a part of the team felt amazing.
VJ, what were you guys able to do so well defensively tonight to affect Colorado's guards the way you did?
We just came out early. We knew they had some talented guards, especially McKinley Wright. Just wanted to kind of, take it personal and make the matchups personal and try and push some pressure on those guards. And we kind of knew McKinley Wright was the head of the snake, and we wanted to kind of start with him and trickle down. And I think we did a good job of handling that.
Go to David Shealy and Trey Wallace.
What's up, VJ? I just wanted to know, man, how have you handled all the hardships and the ups and downs and is the season going to happen? When is it finally going to start? How have you handled that mentally, especially after having to sit out a year ago?
Yeah, I kind of just use the same principles I did when I was sitting out the year. I know eventually it's going to come. Eventually we'll get it rolling, and like it happened tonight. We were able to get out there, and I was finally able to get out there with my teammates, and it felt amazing.
Hey, Victor, you had 8 points right at the under 8 TV break. What was your mindset? I know you talked about before the game, but how the offense was run, trying to run through you and trying to set up your shot. How do you think the other guys did trying to feed the paint as well?
Coach has really been harping, feeding the post these last couple of practices. We try and play in, out, get Folky going, get Eve going. And when that happens, that opens up shots for the guards on the perimeter. So trying to look for post-ups early, try and get in there early and be ready to make shots.
Grant Ramey and Nicholas Hill.
And do you think that came from waiting as long as they had to wait to finally actually play a game to make their debut and to have to do it against a team like that?
Can you repeat that, please?
Grant, what was it?
Being timid,
did you feel like the young guys were timid maybe early on when they first got an opportunity to get in there and play? Did you see any of that from Keon and Jaden?
No, never timid. Timid was not the word I would use. It's their first game, so just getting their feet wet. I'm trying to see what it's like, playing on this level, and I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job. They practice hard, and I think when you practice hard, good things happen. And I think they'll continue to do that, and they'll continue to play well.
I was kind of curious, at the 16-minute timeout break there early in the second half, when Colorado had brought it down to a 2-point difference, just what was the key to refocusing so that you guys were able to pull away there for the rest of the half?
Guys talking, guys being vocal, guys holding guys accountable. We're trying to be a team, player-led team. So when things get rough, we try and make sure as players we talk. Coaches, we got the best coaching staff in the country. We know that they know what's going on. So as players, it's our job to make sure we know what's going on and we're talking, and because we're actually on the court. So when it got down, older guys were talking, younger guys were listening. And I think we did a good job of just being a team and listening to everybody and taking it on the head and coming out and playing better.
We're going to finish up with VJ with Vince, Rob Lewis, then Mike Wilson.
Victor, a couple things. One, was it an advantage for you having played against Colorado like you had when you were at Oregon? And then how much is tenacity a big part of what you bring to the table?
I was able to go back and watch the games my sophomore and freshman year against Colorado. And kind of see some of the things that I wanted to change and I wanted to do better with. And I know a lot of guys weren't able to do that. So that helped a lot, kind of just seeing myself out there again, because obviously this is my first time being out there in a long time. So it was just good to rewatch those games and just see myself on the court and know I can play good basketball.
VJ, I know it's just one game, and you guys will find plenty of things to clean up. But you were part of some good teams at Oregon. What do you feel about the potential of this team based on your experience?
I think we can be great. I think at Oregon, when we really got cooking is when our defense held it in. And I think with this team, we have some of the best defensive guards in the country. And I know once we get rolling, the same feelings I felt at Oregon once we started to get rolling on defense is the same thing that I'm starting to feel here. And once we really lock in on defense, it's going to be hard for teams to beat us.
BJ, how much energy did you guys get from that play that Keon made on that inbound pass where you kind of dove around the guy, knocked it off him? How much did that affect you guys?
A lot, man, a lot. When guys are vocal and show emotion, it feeds off everybody else. And when that happens, something special can really happen.
Thank you, VJ.